World War I started with a single assassination. World War II started with a single invasion. And right now, bombs are falling on Tehran. 6 American soldiers are dead. Russia is feeding Iran intelligence on U.S. troop locations. The U.S. is demanding one thing:
unconditional surrender.
Oil prices have surged 31% in just 1 week. And more terrifying, can anyone actually stop it? The question nobody can answer is, where does this end? To understand this war, you have to go back to December 28, 2025. Everything you are about to see is based on verified reports from NPR, Al Jazeera, CNN, PBS, CBS News, and Britannica. We do not take sides. We do not tell you what to think. Our job is simple. We show you the evidence. You decide. Iran's currency collapsed. $1 now cost 1.5 million Iranian rials. Food prices jumped 72%. Medicine prices jumped 50% overnight. Millions of Iranians took to the streets. All 31 provinces, the biggest uprising since 1979. Khamenei's response? He ordered his forces to open fire on his own people. US-based human rights agency, HRANA, confirmed 7,015 deaths. The Iranian government itself admitted 3,117. Trump claimed the number was 32,000. The truth is somewhere in between. Trump warned Khamenei, "Stop killing your people." Khamenei ignored him. Meanwhile, Iran was secretly enriching uranium to 60%. Enough material for 11 nuclear bombs, according to U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff. Talks happened in Oman in February, then Geneva. Both failed. On February 27th, Oman announced peace was within reach. A breakthrough had been achieved. 24 hours later, the bombs started falling. February 28th, 2026, 6:35 a.m. U.S. Central Command announced Operation Epic Fury has begun. B-2 stealth bombers, Tomahawk missiles, nearly 900 strikes in just 12 hours. Tehran, Isfahan, Qom, Karaj, Kermanshah, all hit simultaneously. The goal, as Trump himself stated, was regime change. Israel simultaneously launched Operation Roaring Lion, targeting Iran's entire military leadership. The CIA had tracked Khamenei's movements for months. That intelligence was passed to Israel. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, 35 years in power, was killed in the opening strike. His daughter, his son-in-law, his grandchild, all killed in the same strike. Within 72 hours, 40 senior Iranian officials had been eliminated, according to CBS News. IRGC Commander Mohammad Pakpour, the man who controlled Iran's entire proxy army network, killed on February 28th. Chief of Staff Abdolrahim Mousavi, Iran's top military commander, also killed in the opening strikes. Defense Council Secretary Ali Shamkhani, the man who was negotiating Iran's nuclear deal just 24 hours earlier, dead. Air Force Commander Nasir Zadeh, Military Office Head Shirazi, all gone in one night. Iran's foreign ministry itself admitted the military has lost control over several of its own units. By March 4th, an estimated 2,100 Iranian military personnel had been killed, according to human rights monitor Hengaw. But Iran didn't collapse. Iran fought back. By March 5th, Iran had fired over 500 ballistic missiles and nearly 2,000 drones since February 28th. Iran didn't just target Israel. Iran targeted 9 countries simultaneously: Bahrain, Iraq, Jordan, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, Oman, Azerbaijan. 9 countries, 1 week. Dubai's Palm Jumeirah Hotel was hit. Jebel Ali Port, one of the region's most critical commercial hubs, was set on fire. Qatar suspended most of its natural gas production after Iranian drones struck 2 of its energy facilities.
Iran declared the Strait of Hormuz closed.
The waterway through which 20% of the world's entire oil supply passes every single day. March 1st, 2026. Port of Shuaibah, Kuwait. An Iranian drone struck a U.S. military command center. 6 American soldiers were killed, all from the same unit, the 103rd Sustainment Command from Iowa. Sergeant Declan Cody, just 20 years old. He had been checking in with his family every hour. Then, the messages stopped. Captain Cody Cork, 35 years old. His family said he wanted to serve in the military since childhood. They called him the life of the party. Sergeant Nicole Amor, 39. Sergeant Noah Tietjens, 42. Noah had previously served alongside his own father in Kuwait. Trump attended their dignified transfer ceremony, then said, and I quote, "We are winning the war by a lot." Russia publicly condemned the strikes, called them a reckless and unprovoked act of aggression. But behind closed doors, NPR independently confirmed Russia was feeding Iran real-time intelligence on U.S. troop locations. China condemned the strikes, called the killing of Khamenei a grave violation of Iran's sovereignty. Afghanistan's Taliban government announced if the U.S. escalates further against Iran, they would support Iran. Pakistan, sharing a border with Iran, watched closely. The region's only nuclear-armed Muslim country. Saudi Arabia, caught in the middle. Its Ras Tanura refinery, one of the world's largest, was hit by Iranian drones. Qatar arrested 10 Iranian IRGC agents, caught spying on its own military infrastructure from inside Qatar. The UK joined the conflict after Iran struck its Royal Air Force base in Cyprus. Germany and France initially called for peace. Then Iranian strikes hit their own military personnel in Jordan. The tone changed overnight. The United Nations declared a major humanitarian emergency. Nearly 25 million people displaced across the region. Oil prices surged 31% in just 1 week. Stock markets fell worldwide. The Strait of Hormuz closed. 1/5 of the entire world's oil supply blocked overnight. Iraq shut down oil production. Qatar suspended natural gas exports. Two of the world's biggest energy suppliers offline. Iranian forces claimed they struck 3 US and UK oil tankers in the Gulf. The US did not confirm. Every country in the world felt it. At the petrol pump, at the supermarket. This was no longer just a Middle East war. Trump said the war would last 4 to 5 weeks, but history tells a different story. Iran warned Europe directly, join the US side and you become a legitimate target. Russia is watching. China is watching. North Korea is watching. 3 nuclear powers silently calculating. If Iran falls completely, what fills the vacuum? The last time a Middle Eastern regime collapsed, the world got ISIS. If Russia steps in directly, NATO gets involved. If China steps in, the entire Pacific ignites. The world has not faced a conflict this dangerous since 1945. Here is what nobody is saying out loud. This war is not just about Iran. America wants regime change in Iran. China wants Iran's oil routes open. Russia wants America distracted. 3 different agendas, 1 burning region. And 8 billion people watching. Trump said he wants to be involved in choosing Khamenei's successor. Iran's Assembly of Experts building was struck before they could even meet. The world order that existed since 1945, built on diplomacy, international law, and the United Nations, is cracking. And nobody, not the UN, not NATO, not any single country on Earth has shown the power or the will to stop it. World War I, nobody stopped it. World War II, nobody stopped it. Right now, Trump says unconditional surrender or the bombing continues. Iran says we will never surrender. Russia is watching. China is waiting. The world is holding its breath. Is this World War III? Maybe the better question is, does it even matter what we call it? Because for the families of those 6 soldiers and 1,332 Iranians, it already is.